What's going on, guys? My name is Noah Friskop and welcome to the February 2018 edition of Gridlife Plus, where I'll take you through the month's PlayStation Plus lineup to see whether or not they're worth your time and precious hard drive space in the shortest amount of time possible. I will be focusing primarily on the PS4 titles minus those for PlayStation VR. Some games are masterstrokes of technical and creative ingenuity that are capable of truly immersing us in experiences that we will not soon forget, and then there's Knack. Developed by Sony Japan Studio and directed by Mike, the human ASMR machine Cerny, the platformer/brawler hybrid that was originally released as a PlayStation 4 launch title has seen a sizable demand from the PS Plus subscribers in the last year. People have been clamoring for this game to be free despite it, or rather because of it, being notoriously mediocre. I am grasping at straws trying to find something respectable to say about this game, but it is truly remarkable just how bland it is. Everything about it is uninteresting. From the opening cutscene, it is oh so obviously apparent that this game is justly criticized, and it doesn't even hold up as a technical showpiece for the then new hardware. Comparing it visually to something like Killzone Shadowfall or even Rise on Xbox One makes this even more evident. Just look at these character models. And his voice, what the hell is wrong with his voice?
Doctor, I found another entrance to the mine.
Overall, the platforming is stale, the combat is 90% tapping square to the point where it feels like a 4Kids version of a Metal Gear Solid torture scene, in the story, it isn't anything special whatsoever. The tried cliche of humanity discovering an ancient precursor race's artifacts is here, much like another PlayStation mascot platformers franchise. It tries its hardest to be somewhat emotional out of the gate, but it falls flat immediately, and because of all these factors, you should let this download slip through the cracks. It doesn't even have an awesome soundtrack to fall back on. What music is there quickly becomes droning. Not only is it a huge install for a mascot platformer, clocking in at over 35 gigabytes, but also you'll be forced to look at this face every time you browse your trophy list. I can only recommend it as a starter platformer for kids, but Knack 2's co-op is probably a better option for that anyway. Next is the adventure puzzle game RiME from developer Tequila Works. This title leaves one hell of a first impression with an undeniably charming art style and a soundtrack that vehemently clutches your ears never to let go. Following a shipwreck, you are tasked with wandering a beautiful yet somber island, solving puzzles and searching for collectibles. I'm keeping this one brief so it won't be ruined for you. It has a surprising competency in its mechanics as well. The climbing isn't too far off on Uncharted in terms of feel, and the animation work sells the protagonist's vulnerability and childlike wonder. The soundtrack alone is enough to warrant this as a download. Get this one, play it. Last but not least, since Knack is on this list, we have Grand Kingdom from Spike Chunsoft and Monochrome Corporation. It is a tactical RPG with a board-based movement system and turn-based battles that take place on multiple lanes. After a heavy exposition dump of fantasy nonsense, the game begins proper, and just watching this footage will tell you all you need to know about this title. I found the battle system itself to have some promise, but the uninspired art direction and poorly dubbed English voiceovers turned me off from giving it significant time, although it is also available on the Vita, which is where I could see it really shining. I enjoyed how friendly fire was implemented, and I can easily see the strategy being compelling in the mid to late game. In short, give it a shot if you like tactical RPGs with an anime aesthetic. Alright, those are your PS Plus games for the month of February 2018. Overall, I think RiME made up for the other titles being so-so, probably a mid-tier month in my opinion. Be sure to also check out Gridlife Gold, where we break down the free games with gold over on Xbox Live. I have been Noah Friskop, and I'll be back next month with a new lineup. Enjoy some free gaming.